Our Shadow of the Erdtree Part 2. I'm going to be picking up exactly where I left off. Did the first boss last time. I did about a bit of exploration, especially in the first kind of area we spawn in. Did all of this, I would say, up until this point where the bridge goes. I haven't been past here, and I haven't been on the left here. That's pretty much all I have left. Real quick, I'm going to do an audio check and then continue from this cave. Alright, it should be good. So last time I did 3 bosses, I think. I did the first one, which is the Evergel Knight in the Western Nameless Mausoleum, and then the Divine Beast Dancing Lion, the main boss in Belurut, which was, I think, the first main area. And I've also found 3 Michaela's Crosses, which is this one, and this one. And they are, apparently there's 6, and my guess is that we have to get all 6 to open that Shadow Seal after the first boss, which is going to be the objective, the main objective at least, I think, for the next area. But before that, there's a lot more I need to do. I need to explore all the side stuff before moving on in this first area. So I have it all marked. I'm going to start by going all the way left here and see what's around this pond, and then after that I'll cross the bridge. So far the DLC is easily 10 out of 10. First boss was top 10 boss in the game for me. It was just... Okay, that's a boss, of course. First Dragonair DLC. Nah, that's a sick looking dragon, I'm not gonna lie. Probably has like a black flame or something. And it has a wing attack, that's new. Dragons don't do that in the base game. Of course it starts on the left side. That is not good. Okay, so it just kind of goes crazy with the fire, unlike the other dragons. Definitely a little trickier, the moveset, but it's not that bad. Same tail swipe. There we go. Maybe a dragon heart, a new dragon power. Yeah, a new dragon heart and a somber ancient dragon smithing stone. Yeah, in the base game, there's not a lot of somber ancient dragon smithing stones. You get like, I think 13 regular ones and then only 7 or 8 somber ones. So it's good that they're giving you more of these at the beginning of the DLC. That will definitely be useful for some new weapons that I want to upgrade. So that's one boss out of the way already. This layout of this map is very similar to Limgrave. You kind of start off bottom left, main area's on the top left, and then you got like there's like a little pond with the dragon. There's a lot of similarities. Gravebird armor. Okay, these things do. Mobs in this DLC do a lot of damage. See what item I just got. Stone armor with a tinge of green. One of a set of armor pieces cast in the image of the grave bird. It is pretty sick looking, I'm not gonna lie. It looks similar to the raptor's black feathers that I have on right now. But yeah, that's. I noticed there's a lot more armor sets and weapons in this DLC. Even from like the random bosses. I don't think there's anything else on this side, but I'm gonna double check real quick. That's just a statue, right? Seems like there's nothing else. I'm gonna continue heading forward. So I'm about 3.5 hours into DLC now, and apparently it just gets bigger and bigger. From this point on, I have no idea what to expect, because I've already seen the first boss in teasers and trailers for the game before it came out, the lion dance, and I kind of assumed it was going to be the first boss, but now I have no idea what the boss is going to be like. Another cookbook. There's a lot of throwable items in this DLC, so I want to try them all out. Maybe I can craft some. So this is the abandoned alien village that I have to explore here. That's a side of grace, I think. Grab this. Might as well level up real quick. Noticed a lot of the enemies do a lot more damage, that's why I'm trying to get my vigor up. I'm getting like 2-shot by most of the enemies in the DLC, even with like 50 plus. Interesting. So I'm trying to ingest as much lore as I can for this DLC. I don't really know the full lore, but so far what's interesting is obviously Leda, the one who told us to enter the DLC, is like the leader of Miquella's followers. And then the Miquella's followers, the NPCs in the DLC that I've seen so far at least, seem to be former companions of the demigods like Radon and Moog, who we all killed obviously. And they hate the Erdtree and America. And there's also that lady in Belurat who was talking about, who thought we were with Besmer basically. And I'm pretty sure that lady's the same one who summons the dancing lion, because it sounds like the same voice at the beginning of that fight, the cutscene. And they also hate Mesmer, as you can, like in the trailer they showed the dancing lion fighting Mesmer. And that's probably why they fought us, because they think we're with the Mesmer. Which makes sense. I also need to get all the crosses. That NPC, I think it was Ansbach, that told me to get all the crosses. I need to do that. A lot of bugs in this area. There's got to be something else that I'm missing here. This is definitely an abandoned village. Okay, that looks different. That moon looks like when you're in Lernia or the Moonlight Altar. Same kind of view. Alright, I think this area is pretty much done. I'm gonna go this way first and check. This build, okay. That's a lot of damage. With this build, I prefer fighting off my horse. Just so I can do those jump attacks. They do halberds. Yeah, this is a teaser where you can see a little side of Grace at the bottom. New loading screens. See what's in here. Empty. Item here. So I think this is all I have left on this part of the map, and then I can cross the bridge. Ailment Talisman. Raises resistance to the last ailment suffered. Okay, that is pretty useful. I'm noticing a lot of talismans in this DLC are actually, they sound OP, but I don't think they're as good. They probably don't do that much, but there's like that one I got, increases attack power after each critical hit, which seems really good. And I think with that, it's pretty much all done on this side of the map. Okay, no, there's something else here. More Reverend Spirit Ashes. Torrent will be buffed up after this. I'm pretty sure I'll also have another one that I got last time from that cave. Alright, now I should have pretty much explored everything before the bridge. Let's upgrade Torrent as well. Go Torrent's on 5, and you upgrade, get more Scattered Tree Blessings for myself. Alright, I wonder if you can go under the bridge. Okay, it doesn't seem like it. Oh, you can. Definitely go under it. And let's do this one last area before I continue past the bridge. Looks like a shack. Ton of items. More cookbooks, more crafting items. And yeah, that should be it for this area then. Now I have to cross the bridge to get across. Alright, just gonna double check. Yeah, so this Everjail, I'm assuming, is gonna be accessed through crossing the bridge and going back. This is all done. Nothing here either. This is what I just explored. So yeah, that should be pretty much everything finished up now. This first area is pretty big. I'm pretty sure it's not done yet, because after you cross the bridge, it's probably still a lot more. That's still the first area. But yeah, from this point on, I have no idea what to expect. After this shadow seal, I seem to be on the lookout for more Mikola's crosses, so I can access that. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure I've been all around there. There's a catapult dude here. You guys are not playing around. Mesmer Soldier Greaves. Alright, so these guys are all Mesmer soldiers. I haven't got those before, so I'm gonna check the description of that. These were my soldiers who served Mesmer the Impaler, rusted and crusted in filth from fighting in the unending war. That is cool. And you see all these people impaled by Mesmer on the sides. Yep, definitely feels like I'm getting closer to Mesmer. Scattered tree fragment, I will take that. Perfumers. Perfumers are back. Apparently there's a new perfumer weapon type in the DLC as well. So you can use what these guys are doing, which is sick. Maybe I'll get one here. These new encampments also look pretty sick. There's the bridge. What is that thing in here? Let's grab this chest. Perfumer weapon. It is a perfumer weapon, a fire spark perfume bottle. Perfume bottle, standard, does fire damage. It scales with a dex and a little bit of strength. Doesn't really matter, honestly. It doesn't even scale with strength, never mind. Kick, push an enemy back with a high kick, affecting those enemies that are guarding. And can break a foe's stance. It's gonna be interesting to see in PvP how people use perfumer builds. Attacks release perfumed powders, producing sparks of fire. Crusaders of violent purge. And the perfumers were not called there to heal. There's gonna be a lot of those, I'm assuming, in the DLC. See what's on this side. I heard a scarab as well. Do you guys have Mesmer Flame Torches as a knight? Forgot what these guys were called. They have a new name. It's not Crucible Knights. They're Mesmer's Knights. Spears. Alright, let's see what this item was. Fire Knight's Cookbook. You make a fire coil with that. This is a pretty big encampment, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of tents. Ember of Mesmer. Crafting item. Serpentine, cord-like ember, materials describing a remnant of Mesmer's flame, the symbol of the crusade, and continues to smolder as if crawling across the ground. Cool new crafting item. A lot of new crafting items, and some like old crafting items that are just shadowfied. Grace, definitely should get that. That's the main path forward. So I wonder if that's the next area or this Shadow Seal. Maybe the Shadow Seal is kind of like the when you beat Morgott, you can't pass the thorns, so you have to go to a different main area, then you gotta come back to access the next main area. They might be doing that. I think that is pretty much it. For most of this area at least. Check out some more on this side with Torrent. Just quickly, in case I missed anything. Alright, that should be it. I'm gonna head down this path to my right. This thing has no entrance. I'm gonna head down this path. See where it takes me. nothing on that side. See, this looks like some... Looks like it's still, so this is where I got that grace. Probably takes me to the same castle that I can access from that side. It's like a... or maybe under it. I can explore here. Check up on this little ledge. That's exactly where I came from. And I don't think I can go down here yet, so that's just a... If I want to die, I don't know if I can get there. Maybe I can. I'll try that after. Alright, those guys do a lot of damage. And there's some above me as well. Where are they shooting me from? Oh, someone praised my message. I will take that. Okay, a lot of these exploding barrels are kind of scary. Look like they're gonna insta-kill me. More of these guys. Big item. Stone 3. I already have like 800 of those. And that leads me back to where I came from. Nothing in this corner. This looks a very Altus Plateau. When you're heading down that one kind of area to the shaded castle-ish. See, where even am I on the map? Okay, now I'm in a new area. Get a new map fragment, which I will do. And there's bears in this area. And more militiamen. Shadow militiamen. One of these things that point you to a cave. And there are some catacombs right here. These guys are still doing poison damage. Let's get a grace real quick. Fog Rift Catacombs. Okay, that grace is all the way down there. Can't open the map. Okay, so there's 2 map fragments here. I'm gonna run out of markers. If I mark the other ones, I'm gonna just wait and get that one later. Just go to these catacombs. So after these catacombs, I think this is like under the castle, which is through here. This is the main castle. All of this, and I went left through this, which is probably under on a side area. So I can, I guess, start exploring this. But I also need to go right and do the cyber jail real quick. So I will, after I explore this area, I'll go down there and then do the main castle. That'll probably be the best. That's a new enemy type. A new great sword. Peculiar weapon carried by the imps. And that is a pretty sick looking greatsword, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna try that out real quick. See what it looks like. It's literally a lizard. Little stamp skill on it. Nice. So let me check if I have any shadow runes. I don't think I do. Of course, there's a trap. Somehow those guys don't die to it. Maybe you have to like stay in between it. So these imps look different. Shadow imps. So there's nothing else there. Guess in the boss door somewhere here. Maybe not. Definitely an ambush here. Yup, and that does a lot of damage, and I'm dead. Ancient Dragon Knight's cookbook though. These things shoot fireballs. The imps can now do poison and fire. That's great. Forgot about that. Okay, so it's only on the first kind of entrance area. I'm gonna run past all you guys. Grab my runes. As I grab my runes, I will grab this. These things have great swords now. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take care of these guys here. Maybe not. Just getting absolutely destroyed here. can shoot me from up there and down there. It's probably the most I've died in the dungeon in this whole DLC so far. Okay, left here. Get destroyed by that. See what's here. Real quick before I go that way. More yellow Fulgur Bloom. And a ladder. You can hear these tools up here. Another fireball imp. Take care of that one. And then up here, that's probably where I was. Yeah, so this is where I came from. You're heading down. Drop down. Get destroyed by that thing. And then this is definitely where I need to go. Another elevator. Even further down in the catacombs. Now this is Statue of America, so there's no puzzle in this area. It's just, I guess. Okay, maybe there's a puzzle. It's just really long. Some really long catacombs. I'm noticing the dungeons in this DLC are a lot longer than the base game as well. Like that one, Belura jail cave. And we got a new enemy. It's a mage. Shadow mage. Alright. Well, I'm gonna check if that's a hidden path. I just took in what it said. I doubt it is. I haven't seen any hidden path areas in this DLC so far, but I'm sure they're gonna add a lot. Okay, great. We got a mage and we got this thing. So then drop down here. I can go down there and I can go here. Then we drop down. See what's here. Another mage. A slime thing. And I'm getting nice. I don't even have to kill those, giving them no runes. There's the more mages. Things like ricochet off walls. Incantation, electro charge, first incantation in the DLC. Alright, let's get out of here. Just ladder back up. Should take me up to where I was, maybe. Still no boss. Normally by this point in Catacombs, okay, so this is where I was. Catacombs, like, you usually find a boss pretty quick. Then, like, I mean, there are a few long Catacombs in the base game as well. Especially in some of the later areas. There's a couple pretty long ones, but it's not a lot. Activate that. And then we're gonna have to make a run for it right here. Actually, I'm gonna stop by here. Then make a run for it here. Kill these imps. Okay, now that is the old imp moveset right there. Never mind, he has Mesmer's Flame. Shadow Realm Rune. 3 should be 12.5k. Alright, now I can run here. Another elevator. That maybe goes even further down. That's the boss room. Okay, I'm gonna check what this is. Doubt it's hidden path. There's a lot of those in the original base game as well. Nothing below the elevator, and there's a statue. One flask. It's not gonna go well, but I'm gonna buff up. See what the boss is. See what it is. Death Knight. Okay. A lot of the bosses. This guy looks like Nameless King for some reason. Reminds me of Nameless King. A lot of the bosses in this DLC are pretty aggressive so far. They are not playing around. This guy's sick though, I'm not gonna lie. There we go. Barely got it first try with one flask. Death Knight's twin axes and a Crimson Amber +3 in the DLC, so they're actually adding more better versions of the old talismans as well. Why does that remind me of Godwin's face? Yeah, that's weird looking, but Death Knight's twin axes is a new weapon. Golden war axes of the Death Knight, pair weapons made to be wielded in both hands. Crackles with lightning, the power of the Capital Ancient Dragon's cult. Capital's Ancient Dragon cult, the knight once the personal guard of Godwin. So they mentioned Godwin. Was also the protector of the Prince of Death's cadaver surrogate. Unique skill, blink bolt, twin axe from low stance, the body is transformed into a bolt of lightning and charges straight ahead of further speed. So you get that lightning dash and the spinning slash. That is a pretty sick weapon. Skills with strength, dex, and faith, so I could definitely wield this. But it does lightning damage. This incantation also calls down lightning to charge body electricity. I can also use this. And you know what, I'm gonna... So that makes sense why that looks like Godwin, because this guy was a knight of Godwin. Definitely makes sense why that's Godwin looking. Oh, another sick boss. That was like the sixth, I think, sixth or fifth boss of the DLC. Every boss so far has been like a huge step up from the base game. Not only difficulty wise, but just the design, the movesets. Okay, so I have no set of grace here. I'm gonna check real quick. Crimson Ember plus 3 boosts maximum HP by the utmost. So this one is gonna boost my HP by a lot. I'm just gonna try this out, see how much it does. That is quite a bit. That might be useful for some builds, but for me, I'm chilling. What would I have right now? Now I need to get a grace before I die. Okay. You know what, instead of dealing with those guys, I'm just gonna go hit this grace inside the catacombs real quick. So I can level up. Do whatever I gotta do. Okay, I can do my Erdtree blessings. And level up my vigor. I need 36k more. See if I have any recent items. That's 15k. I can get 27.5k from my golden runes. Maybe I have some more actually. Just double check. Alright, I'll do this and then just farm a bit. This is the elevator, I'm pretty sure. So I need just 2k more. Check out what's further up this path. I'm pretty sure this is where I came from. Some weird fog in this area. Makes it glow. Yeah, it's the catacombs. That might just be the catacombs here then. See if I can go up anywhere. Yeah, it seems like it's just the catacombs down there. In that case, I'll head back to the encampment and continue exploring from the main path. From Castle Front. All of Mesmer is doing right here. Castle ends his. Alright. Got a giant here. I gotta kill this guy for the runes. Oh, it's one of the Carian Knights. The Carian Giants from Carian Manor. It's like a shadow version of it. Should be enough runes. And a Somber Knight, I'll take that. Some Royal Magic Grease. Now I'm gonna quickly level up before I head that way. So, actually no, before I go this way I need to check out this Everjail. This is where I went. Have not been under this bridge fully. Alright, I'm gonna go check out the Everjail, explore a bit more in the back side before I enter the castle. You can go down here. That's how you access it, and there's also a path up there that you need to check out after when I come back. That's where I saw the giants roaring, fighting each other. These guys make my controller vibrate every time I walk near them. See if we can get a grace here. Real quick. There's definitely something here. Another cave. So the catacombs, I gotta go along this path that I just went past. But there is a cave here, so I'll check that out. Looks a lot different. Ruined forge, lava intake. Altar of the forge. Alright, this was also in the promo material for the DLC. I've seen someone walking up whatever this is. This is a sick looking cave as well. A lot of the caves, the art style in the caves, there's a lot of variety in them in the DLC. I'm noticing a lot more than the base game. Hit them or they're the weakest. Talking about these guys.